Look closely at this water. What are you seeing? A wave of pure, catastrophic power.
Most people call this a tsunami, the ultimate ocean monster. They are wrong. This image, this shattering destruction, was not a tsunami at all. It was something far weirder.
It was a storm surge. And for Ben, a man who has lived 65 years on this coast,
Bizarre origin of the tsunami, born from geology, the entire water column displaced, pure, deep ocean energy.
but the storm surge? It's driven by meteorology. The wind pulling and pushing the water, turning the... Ben knew the ocean's moods. But this time, the water felt wrong. Heavy. Tense.
A tsunami gives a warning, the receding tide. A storm surge? It gives you one thing, the roar of wind.
He'd evacuated for a distant quake before. But this time, the threat felt closer, heavier, more personal.
But the storm surge, it's far stranger. The water is not the only threat. It's what the water carries. As the atmospheric pressure dropped and the wind became a sustained shriek, Ben knew he had minutes before the weird water arrived.
The roar wasn't just wind. It was the sound of millions of gallons of water suddenly accelerating and slamming into the coast.
Here is the shocking difference. Tsunami water inundates, it flows, but the surge, it scours. From his vantage point, Ben wasn't seeing a flood. He was seeing the ocean turn into a terrifying, natural blender. The water itself was now a transportation system, carrying everything the town owned and turning it into a projectile.
You don't just fight the flow, you fight the debris load, which acts like a giant, bizarre, underwater battering ram.
Every crash, every grind was a reminder. This was a force of nature engineered for focused, localized demolition.
The incredible, relentless pressure, not just from the depth of the water, but from the storm pushing it. It was the absolute limit of what the house could withstand.
Then came the sound that broke the silence. Not a crash, but a terrifying, continuous grinding.
While the tsunami energy is vast and deep, the storm surge focuses its energy exactly where it hurts, right at the foundation.
Trapped, listening to the town being devoured below him. Every second was an experiment in endurance.
Imagine a 30-foot wall of water. Now imagine that wall carrying your neighbor's truck, turning it into a missile.
The tsunami volume might push the house, but the surge's focused debris can puncture it.
Point breaking through the interference. The object remains stationary over the city. We urge everyone to seek shelter immediately. This is not a drill.
Then, the sound changed. The relentless rising stopped. The water had reached its peak.
The bizarre, temporary silence of the eye. An eerie, unnatural calm where nothing moves, but danger is everywhere.
Unlike the persistent tsunami flood that flows for hours, the storm surge is chained to the storm's body.
The low-pressure center that held the water up moves on, creating a temporary vacuum. The surge retreats almost as violently. When the waters left, they left behind a shocking testament to their power. A landscape pulverized by debris.
Tsunami leaves a massive flood zone. The storm surge leaves a landscape that looks like it was hit by 1,000 tiny, destructive missiles.
The immediate threat had passed. But the true test of survival was navigating the untold danger left behind. The mark of the surge. A physical line etched into the structure, showing just how close he came to being swept away.
Tsunami aftermath means cleaning water damage, Storm surge cleanup means clearing a dense, shocking layer of grit, oil, and highly destructive materials. The sea returned to its rhythm. The monster, born from the atmosphere, retreated, leaving.
We often prepare for the giant we can see, the mountain mover. But the deadliest enemy.
The weird, simple truth is this. The storm surge, born of wind and pressure, focuses the entire Earth's.
So the ultimate question remains, knowing that one is pure water and the other is a bizarre sludge of wreckage.
If you had to choose to face a tsunami or a Category 5 storm surge, which one would you choose and why?
We dive into more shocking, original stories and untold science every single week. Don't miss the next one.
Share this story with someone who needs to know the difference between a flood and a weaponized wave.
Fear the surge.
One final note on the difference. In the deep ocean, the tsunami travels faster than a jet plane.
The storm surge is slower, but that speed is still enough to turn every piece of coastal material into a high-impact projectile.
Survival means knowing the unique signature of every threat. Ben knew his enemy, and that knowledge saved him.
Never underestimate the bizarre power of debris concentration. It turns a flood into a shocking grinding machine.
Want more shocking stories and bizarre science? Click the suggested video on screen now.
Did you know the destructive difference? Join the conversation in the comments.
Share this story to spread the knowledge that could save someone's life in the face of the ultimate coastal monster. The ocean is magnificent, but its chaos holds weird and absolute power.
Thank you for watching our original documentary. We appreciate your support.